Hello there! I am Maestro van het Vastnet, and welcome to completing my Steam library and Back to the Future Episode 4, Part 2. So let's continue with what we were doing yesterday. I already forgot. Oh, right. Yes, we are at Hill Valley High. Second. My apologies. Where were we? Hill Valley High? The school, at least. And there's a science fair. And the reason why the time machine can be out in the open, because it's a car of the future. Which is technically the truth, I guess. So, Doc is working on the time circuit. And we are going to talk to Etna to try to break up with the younger version of Doc. So that, you know, the terrible future does not happen. In the meantime, double check that the stream is doing all right before I move on. I'm sure it will be fine, but you know. No, because I again forgot the thumbnail. I really need to do better than that. But you know, you live and you learn. It's not that big of a deal. I can adjust it in post. We'll fix it in post. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's talk to Etna so that we can kind of figure out what we want to do. Hey, it's my granddad. Nice.
Spell it Brown. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love. Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... oh, dear.
Mr. Crockett! You do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
no.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him, so oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah. Well, you know, those gut instincts are important. If you disliked him right off the bat.
Oh, but I didn't know him then. Now I know him inside and out.
Yeah, but...
Too much
I
information.
appreciate your concerns, Mr. Crockett, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Ooh,
Just
burn.
a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Yeah, okay, so that won't be that easy unless I have something in my inventory.
that notebook belongs to Doc. The real Doc. Hey, Artie.
Officer!
Officer,
Right. Don't blow your cover.
will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Can't talk right now.
Okay. Being stonewalled by Etna. Great. Let me see. Guy. Is that his name or
Excuse
just
me.
he's a
Yeah?
guy?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds.
Okay,
You
guy.
got official business here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers. You look familiar. Do I know you?
Nope.
That's getting me nowhere. There's a truck here. And I can click on it. Let's.
It's not as nice as my truck back in '86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in '86. It's not as nice as my truck back in '86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in '86.
Let's talk to Doc.
Well,
I talked to her.
and?
She says she knows what she's looking for, and it's you.
But it can't be me. It wasn't me. Marty, we don't belong together.
You don't have to tell me that.
Find out exactly what her requirements are. I can almost guarantee you that I don't fit them.
Ahem. You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Crockett. You know that? Well, his physical appearance, for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain. I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities,
Say, what's your game?
just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
Good evening, Leo. How are you doing this fine evening?
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet.
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, Emmett just glows. Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
You say you know Emmett is a model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
Talking about his mind map.
This one time, to power one of his science experiments, Emmett hijacked a train.
Please, there hasn't been a train hijacking in Hill Valley since the days of Mad Dog Tannen.
Yes, that's the one.
Emmett's done a lot of shady things in his time. My vice principal warned me to stay away from him.
Your vice principal sounds like a dolt.
He's your brother.
So you say Emmett only has eyes for you?
Absolutely. It's almost embarrassing how devoted he is to me.
Well, it's good to hear he's finally settling down.
Yes. Settling down?
You know, ready to stop playing the field, as it were.
Playing the... Oh, you're joking.
But I can't help feeling sorry for him.
Who?
All of Emmett's other girls, now that he's with you.
Yeah,
I think I
same.
know Emmett by now. There are no other girls.
I wonder what's gonna happen to Emmett's little black book.
Little black book?
Oh, it's legendary. That's what enabled Emmett to become the, Valentino of Hill Valley High. Gee, I wonder if he'd let me have it.
You must think I'm pretty gullible, Mr. Crockett.
Okay, that's not okay.
What the heck is this mental alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary invention. Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course. What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
Okay, so
That's all the questions I got.
Very well then.
ooh,
Hey,
that triggered
Artie,
something.
you seen my Oriole?
Oh,
You mean
Yuli?
this?
Yeah, thanks.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
Yeah, that I figured. Oh, I figured that I could talk to the. I forgot their name. Oh, there she is. Yes, Trixie.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Artie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could.
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here.
What are you doing?
So, who are you supposed to be?
Don't you know your Homer? I am Techni Muse of Progress. You can tell by the lightning bolts.
Must
Shocking.
have slept through that class.
I'm supposed to be a goddess like. I'm the one who inspires all the great men who make the discoveries. And women too. Leave us not forget Madame Curie.
I never would. So, you work for the expo?
Yeah, ain't it a kick? I greet all the important guests. And on the final day, I get to bestow the golden sundial on the winning contestant.
That's a nice gig.
News of progress. Not a bad gig.
Artie got it for me. It's my entree into respectability.
Oh, nice. Are you
So,
sure?
Artie's working for the expo too, huh?
Oh, Artie's doing swell. The papers made a big deal of him testifying against Kid. People have been beating down his door ever since the trial. The expo's darn lucky they could get him.
So what does he do
What's
here?
Artie's job?
Oh, he's a real high muckety-muck at the expo. He's in charge of all the money and the hiring and firing.
Hey, not bad.
You're telling me, and super respectable too. It's a real relief for him to have a job where the boss never pulls a gun on him.
Yeah, I can
Good to
imagine.
see that you and Artie are both doing okay.
We're more than okay. And if things keep going the way they're going, we may be more than just friends before you know it.
Well, don't get too serious too fast.
Nah, we're keeping things casual, for now.
Good. I'm sure Grandma will appreciate that.
Uh,
How's Kid's trial going?
Slowly. You know what they say. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but infinitely fine.
Except in Hill Valley, where they don't move at all.
What?
Nothing, it's just, you know, something I heard once. So no regrets about turning him in?
None at all. I should have known better than to take up with him in the first place. But what can I say? I was dumb. I let myself get taken in by his charm.
Charm.
What's the story of the expo?
Whose idea was it to put a science and technology expo in Hill Valley?
Beats me. Audie says it's all bred in circuses. But I ain't seen a single clown yet today.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Audie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh,
Poor friend.
poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Not that small.
Sometimes a guy's got to resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Ah,
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
Ah, come on, help me out.
look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So,
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
Okay, so...
see you, Trixie.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
Due to you too. Let me think. I got nothing. It will get to me. No worries. I beat this game before.
Ah, good. You're back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll
Oh,
be here if you need any help.
thanks
You
for
need
the
any
help, Doc.
Have you figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab. Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still
Oh, weird
behaving
bug.
unpredictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
It worked! Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the lot!
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
Oh, what a coinky dink. There's a truck. Here I cannot do anything right now, so I think I'll see if I can use this truck somehow.
No keys. I'll have to find my wheels somewhere else.
Ugh. That would have been too easy. Can I go in?
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please.
Yeah. Are there any other cars? Can I get in the tent?
Come see the cars of the future. Brought to you by Statler DeSoto.
We didn't finish our conversation yet, actually. Let me see. Where's the younger
Any
you?
idea what your teenage self is doing right now?
Unless I miss my guess, he's in the garage frantically working on his latest invention and cursing because he can't quite get it to work. Damn!
Yeah. Irony.
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, don't! After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
I suggested a little scheme to Trixie, but I don't know if she's gonna go along with it.
Pursue whatever strategies you like, but please don't tell me the details.
Dad never told me about a Hill Valley Expo.
It was Mayor Thomas's idea. He had visions of Hill Valley becoming a magnet for big investors in the technology sector. But the venture folded after the third year when the influenza exhibit leaked into the concession stand.
Ooh. Okay. So I need to get. Oh, hey. This wasn't open before.
Pleasant dreams, Hill Valley. And the Expo would like to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at Hal's Hardware. Hal's Hardware, serving our fair city since 1895. And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs are taken care of and life is sweet.
Maybe we go from left to right.
Of course, our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air occasionally. And what better excursion than a pleasure ride in this elevated super train of tomorrow? Of course, our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air occasionally. And what better excursion than a pleasure ride in this elevated super train of tomorrow? The century looks bright for our fair metropolis. Jump with us 50 years into the future for a peek at Hill Valley circa 1981, courtesy of Hal's Hardware and the collective imagination of mankind. Could this be our venerable town square? Yes, indeed. Though the form looks strange and new, the function remains the same as ever. But where are all the people? Why, they're underground. A network of burrows extends a mile into the earth, giving future Hill Valley's 10 million citizens plenty of space to work, play, and raise their families.
So Back to the Future Fallout crossover you did not know you wanted.
Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a button. Presto! An artificial rainstorm drenches the valley's thirsty crops. Pleasant dreams, Hill Valley. And the Expo would like to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at Hal's Hardware. Hal's Hardware, serving our fair city since 1895.
I wish the courthouse did look like that in 1981.
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Ooh.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Crockett. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see, I know what you're up
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
to. Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
Right. Okay. So I got my skateboard. How do I leave now? Do I use the skateboard? Ah, street.
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup.
Now that sound was stolen directly from Tony Hawk.
Emmett?
Thanks
Not
again for your
again.
assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see now, what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now, in love with the woman of my dreams, and a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Right.
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
I don't care.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that...
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout. Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
That's not nice. Right, so I will probably need to do something there.
Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the
Nothing happened.
ascendant.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
What people think of me. I'm happy, go lucky.
Ah, that's the stuff.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the
Careful.
ascendant.
Don't let all the
That's why I
flavor
don't
escape.
care. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me.
What's this typewriter do again?
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from cards, like the one for Miss...
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
Not sure how the machine works.
Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I'm happy, go lucky, and say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree.
Something is happening. Let's see what's.
I don't care if I do get the meat and stony stare. If I'm never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm
Is there even a card in the thing right now? That's a good question, actually.
my star is on
I
the
kind of assumed it was.
That's why I don't care. I don't care.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Oh,
Really?
Well, I thought the music was already less desirable. That's why. Let me see. So basically, it's kind of like this similar puzzle to what it was before. Well, he definitely did not like that.
That's why I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me.
That smells good.
I'm happy, go lucky, and say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care. I don't care if I do get the mean and stony stare. If I'm never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care.
So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
And it says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No
Too
kidding.
much information.
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay, so I want red lights, I'm guessing. Okay, let's see if there is any music over here. Or again.
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I need to throw it over his suit properly.
No, don't turn it off. This is my favorite part.
No, wrong. I did not want to do this. But
That smells good.
oh, okay. So it's really a certain amount of actions. Right. Let's see what that weird map did.
Okay, that's pretty bad, but I better try to match Tannen's mind map.
Right. Let me see what Tannen did.
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
It's Kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
Right. Okay. Okay, so we can give an electric shock. We can make it stink in here. We can put on an image of somebody he doesn't like. And I guess then we would need to change the music. Or not play it. But I'm sure we do need some music. I just don't remember seeing any music. Okay, let's first try to find out which image he doesn't like. Yeah. That now of course he likes. also yellow. Yellow. Trixie. Okay, so that's just let's see what that does. Probably nothing because I didn't do anything.
That's not a great reading, but if I really want to get Emmett in trouble, I better aim for the bottom.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. Okay, that thing is on. Yeah, that's fine. Yellow about Etna too? Interesting. Okay, let's give him a shock.
Ew!
Oh.
We'll try next round if this doesn't work, Leo. Kind of miss the music actually now. But yeah, let's not put in happy thoughts. And that's it, I think. Oh no, one more. Okay, let's see what that does. Ah.
That's not a great reading, but if I really want...
Alright, okay. Let's try it one more time. Zap him.
I'd be careful of that if I were you.
Oh,
Why?
that's different.
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds, it sends out an electric shock.
Interesting. Okay, let's put on the stank.
Phew.
Ugh, did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Well, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
Ew.
I maybe fucked it up already. We'll see. See, maybe we cannot fast forward through this. We probably also need to change the music, but let's try it. I don't even know where we can find this music right now. Don't remember seeing it. We'll see. Trixie. Let's see what did that. What that did. Oh, come on.
That's not a great reading, but if I really want to get Emmett in trouble...
Okay. So I need some bad music. Well, let's go somewhere else.
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Oh. And now I can talk to Artie.
Hey, Artie.
Hey, Mr. G-Man. How's the, undercover operation?
If everything goes as planned, we should be wrapping things up real soon now.
Well, when it's time for me to play my part, just say the word.
You haven't met Sylvia yet, have you?
My contact person? Not yet. Is he or she at the expo?
I don't think so, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a she. So you're the registration guy for the expo?
And chief accountant and paymaster.
Hey, you're coming up in the world.
And none of it would have happened if I hadn't responded to that subpoena.
Well, do we?
I like Trixie's new outfit.
Cost the expo $14.89, but it was worth every penny. After all, she's the public face of the expo. Techne, muse of progress.
Keep doing what you're doing, Grandpa.
Grandpa?
That's our, code name for you.
Oh, ha! Funny.
I know we heard her singing in the first game, but that was not recorded as far as I'm aware.
Press button to experience future Hill Valley, circa 1981. I don't think I've visited that timeline yet.
So let's see.
Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Nope, no green light yet.
Oh, now this one open. Let's see what's over here. Ah, are the buttons also here? Yes.
That volcano looks a lot like the one I did for my 7th grade science fair. Press button to experience Hill Valley's primeval past. Okay, if this dinosaur is called a Tanninosaurus, I'm gonna... Oh, whew.
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door? Be glad he's not a Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards. And if you find yourself drowning in debt, well, you could be drowning in something a whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley tar pits. This peek into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Urban, reminding you fur is forever.
Furs donated by Lamont's House of Ermine. At least they're going to a good cause. They're stuck tight in this tar.
Mm-hmm.
How's it hanging, Emmett?
No time for small talk. I've got machines to tune and mind maps to sort.
Let's see. Easel? You're an easel.
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
It's not so good.
You look a little... constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Yeah, I was thinking on how to break the diorama. Don't know how yet. Let me see if there's something I can find.
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Right. Let me see if there's anything else that I can click on that I missed. Because of the annoying camera.
I'm good, but even I don't think I could skateboard on that.
You have an axe.
I can't plug my guitar into that.
Oh, you're not thinking fourth dimension, Marty. You can use it to break something.
They're stuck tight in this tar.
So what do I need to do with these pictures? Pretty sure I don't need to talk to. Probably need to talk to Edna. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else from this I can take? Let's go to this truck. Maybe I can do something with the truck.
It's not as nice as my truck back in '86. Jeez,
No,
I hope I still have a truck back in '86.
it just says truck. Oof. I see.
Hi, Artie.
Go on. Call me Grandpa.
Huh? Right, so, Grandpa...
Let me finish out this conversation.
I
with
don't
you.
suppose you miss working for Kid Tannen.
No siree, Bob. I don't know how I ever got mixed up with an abusive, gun-toting thug like that. He even stiffed me on overtime pay.
Oh no.
Think the Hill Valley Expo will be a success?
I don't see why not. Why shouldn't California have its own high-technology center?
Alright.
That's all for now.
Over and out.
Well, let's do I need to throw the oil on Emmett's bike too?
Can I talk to you a minute, Miss Strickland?
Surely. Excuse us a moment.
It's like this. I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techni, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it, allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society.
simply
It
cannot
creates a
walk into
very
Mordor.
bad precedent for the future.
Does it?
But try telling it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That's how they operate.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman like that has left a trail of scandal, and I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm too busy with Emmett and his invention.
So you wouldn't hesitate to get Trixie fired from her job?
If I had the goods on her. She's obviously got her employer completely bamboozled. The only way to snap him out of his spell would be to show him something really shocking.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't show Emmett's baby pictures around to complete strangers.
Right. Okay. Oh, hey. That's interesting. Dude.
Hey, pal.
Oh, jeez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Shouldn't you be in jail with the rest of kids' gang?
I was, but then an opportunity availed itself and I
Sang like a canary.
prefer to think of it as exhibiting an admirable sense of self-preservation.
Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah,
Why not?
'cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
You seem kinda angry about Trixie.
Angry. Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even Kid doesn't know.
Oh,
Stuff
hey,
that
what a
curl your
coinkydink.
socks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just, well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
So what's so, toe curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
Well, under the influence of alcohol, my mom made a pass at me.
Ooh. All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as this.
Is that Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I, have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Well, okay.
Have you heard from Kid lately?
We're not exactly on speaking terms these days, on account of our varying degrees of incarceration.
What kind of stuff have they got you hauling here?
How the heck would I know? Electro this, robo that, dynamo the other. It's all Greek to me.
Hey, what's with your teeth?
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Seriously, man, what's going on with your teeth?
It's nothing. Nothing. Oh, crap.
What's wrong?
It's these.
Dr. Frinkle's algae cakes?
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop eating them. How was I to know they'd turn my teeth green?
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out to Artie, okay? I really need this job.
No problem, but you better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
Okie dokie.
Hang loose, pal.
You talk funny, mister.
Oh, poor Trixie. No, wait, I need to show it to Artie.
giving him this postcard of Trixie.
Oh, wait, no. But I think Trixie is actually Sylvia. But...
You might want to take a look at this.
Why in the world would I be interested in... Oh, what have we here? Oh, sir! Mr. McFly! It appears your muse has been inspiring more than progress.
Trixie? Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing with a dirty postcard?
What is she
Good
doing
question.
in a dirty postcard? I swear, Mr. McFly, if that doesn't convince you that Trixie Trotter is unfit to represent Hill
I
Valley...
don't need you to lecture me about who I can or can't hire, Miss Strickland. Trixie's darn good at what she does. I don't care if she was once the winsome wench of Winnipeg. Her past doesn't matter to... Trixie?
What is it, Audie?
You know I don't like to pry, but what state did you grow up in?
Province, Manitoba. Why?
Not even an American.
See, darling, the charter specifically states that the Expo's hostess must be a U.S. citizen, so if you're really a Canadian...
I'm being fired? You're firing me?
I don't want to.
Here, take it back. Well, I'm glad somebody's listening to reason.
Let's talk.
Hmm.
Trixie?
I'll do it! I'll make that blue-nosed bitty eat her heart out!
That's great. I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But we
up...
gotta do it my way.
Huh?
I'm no good with improvising, and I ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Parlor Maid's Predicament. I figure I could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only, I need a few props.
Why am I not surprised?
What do you
Some
need?
furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album. And then?
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
Right, okay. So, fur is over there, so I need to break it somehow. And the photo album I have, of course. Then also the diamond. Ooh, hello.
Nice rock. But I can't reach it.
Of course not. This is long.
But I can't reach it.
Not long enough. But nice that it allows me to do it. So that's nice. Alright, okay. Let's go back to Emmett. See what we can do there. Unless there's some kind of elongated poking device in the DeLorean. I don't think so.
I'm back, and I'm busy. Make yourself at home, though.
Hey, Emmett, need a snack?
Desperately. What is it?
Some sort of algae cake. It's supposed to be nutritious.
Oh, I've heard of these. Oh, ugh. They better be really nutritious.
Hey, Emmett, I've got a. Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
And mine now.
What the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
Right. That's nice. I would still need some poking device. But I have everything for Edna. No, not for Edna, for Trixie to work with. Almost. So let's do that.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No.
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so that means this needs to be done. Let's destroy this sucker. To-do. To-do.
That doesn't need cleaning.
God damn it.
Press button to experience Hill Valley's...
Misclicked.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
Right. So, oh, I still need the diamond actually. Wait. I can press a button.
Of course, our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air occasionally. And what better excursion than a pleasure ride in this elevated super train of tomorrow? Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a button. Presto! An
Okay,
artificial
I was
rainstorm
thinking
drenches
I
the
need
valley's
to
thirsty crops.
use the guitar when it's in that mode. I did not expect that I would be able to do it like this.
Just borrowing it.
But this works. I wonder if the guitar thing would have worked actually. Anyway. No.
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props.
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
I got everything.
I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
Got thing, got the fur, and got the photo album.
I brought Emmett's photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo. How about the furs and the diamond?
I'll get him to you.
Oh, okay, that's why it's not working. Okay, diamond. They should have made it so that
Voila.
if you had them, it would be easy.
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme.
Oh,
Keep that up and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it. Now bring me those furs and we'll be in business.
that looks so funny, actually. Can you stand still for a second?
Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but they'll work.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, he won't.
Great.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, good. He's back.
Oh, sarcasm. How original.
You still cheesed off at Trixie?
Yeah, but I'm more cheesed off at whoever got her fired.
Oh,
I had the feeling that something more should be happening there, but
what
okay.
kind of stuff have they...
How the heck would I know?
No, okay, that's nothing new.
Stay out of trouble, cue ball.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see what's happening with him.
Hi, Grandpa. Why'd you have to go and fire Trixie?
You think I wanted to? It's illegal for me to knowingly hire a Canadian for the job, and I don't want to be in trouble with the law again.
Fine, I suppose. Okay, that's nothing new.
That's all for now.
Over and out.
Can I talk to you a minute, Miss Strickland?
Surely. Excuse us a moment.
It's like this.
No, there's nothing new.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well then.
Um.
Emmett,
Sonny,
what?
I'm at my wit's end. My portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula's disappeared.
Can't you make more?
There's no time.
Don't worry, I'm sure it'll turn up soon.
Good. There's no way in God's green earth that I'm heading to that expo without it.
We're back here again.
Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own
Don't touch that.
superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care.
So after 12 hours, your cleanser just kind of turns into battery acid?
Battery acid? Don't be ridiculous. It merely turns into a brew of cloth-destroying enzymes capable of rotting away any fabric almost instantly. Battery acid, really? What is this?
I don't care if I do get the mean and stony stare. If I'm never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care.
Oh.
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
Ah.
Mind if I...
Go ahead. Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Looks like you got a lot of
Yeah, about...
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
Yes, thank you. Da, da, da.
Hey, could we watch Frankenstein on this?
Sorry, Sonny, but I need this projector to trigger positive and negative visual stimuli for my mental alignment tests. Besides, a movie like Frankenstein should really be watched on a big screen, don't you think?
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Yes.
Ew. Nah. Another cake?
Normally, I wouldn't, but my stew's not ready yet. Oh. Oh. Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, it's really the first one that's messing up everything. So I need this bad record. Although I don't know yet where to get it.
A common parlor maid you see before you, but beneath this apron there beats the heart of a... Oh, hiya, kid.
You sure you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy.
Not for...
Okay, so I cannot talk to her anymore? Okay, so that's a dead end.
A common parlor maid you see before... Oh,
You sure you got
I did
Everything-
not click
Emmett
on
Brown.
to talk with her.
Not for-
I don't think I did at least. Okay, I think I've stolen everything from this thing that I can.
Hi, Grandpa. Keep your eyes open for
What should I do?
Just let nature. That's all for now.
Over and out.
Hey, buddy,
Oh, good. He's.
you still cheesed off at Trixie?
Yeah. But I'm more cheesed off at whoever got her fired.
See, something is going wrong there.
Stay out of trouble, cue ball.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah?
When does the expo?
Okay, that's nothing new.
Hey, Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
It's about Edna.
Don't worry, she's not going anywhere right now.
That's good, but what are you two talking about anyway?
It's a private matter. I promised I'd keep it between us, for the present.
Have you found out anything that can help me?
Only that she's stubborn, argumentative, and completely convinced of her own moral superiority.
Great, thanks, Doc. That really helps. She isn't starting to get under your skin, is she?
Heavens no. The memory of her older self wheeling me into the reconditioning chamber is just too strong. The younger version is decidedly more attractive, though.
On another subject,
Less distasteful, I hope.
Is the light green? Is it green?
horrible news, Doc. Emmett's gonna ask Edna to marry him tonight.
But that's not how it happened. She didn't get me to propose until much later, that night at the lake.
Something I said must have caused him to move up the timetable.
Great Scott! This time travel business is trickier than I imagined.
Edna made a point of saying that teenage you looked great in her grandfather's suit.
I did cut a fine figure in that suit. She hated it when I got it dirty.
Maybe I could talk teenage you into losing the suit.
I doubt it. I knew how much that suit meant to Edna, and at that time, my only desire was to please her.
I swiped this from Emmett's, your lab.
My
It's
anti-stick, anti-stain formula. I remember it well. I had high hopes for that concoction, until I discovered that it decays into a cloth shredding enzyme after 12 hours.
That's what your younger self said. Good news. I think Trixie's gonna go along with...
Pursue whatever strategies you like.
Let's check if the light is green. I'm gonna light the dog, even though this is not my dog.
Hey, the light's green.
The
That
light
means
isn't
Doc
green.
can take the DeLorean out again.
Oh, that's great. Maybe that will trigger something.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it started to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests, and we'll see what we find.
Okay. I can try to talk to Edna to see if she has something new to say, but I don't think so.
Can I talk to you a minute, Miss Strickland?
Surely. Excuse us a moment.
It's like this.
No, nothing new.
I wonder what's gonna happen to Emmett's little black book.
Yeah, we
Little
already
black book?
already
Oh,
tried
it's
this.
legendary. That's what enabled Emmett to become the,
Yeah, we already did it.
You must think I'm pretty.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well then.
Okay, so we need this negative stimuli. I think that this cue ball thing is bugged because somebody doesn't finish the conversation. Yes, Leo, I gotta think fourth dimensionally. Wait.
Hey, the light's green.
Uh-huh.
That volcano looks a lot. Maybe when real Doc comes back, we'll take a trip to see a dinosaur.
Okay, anyway, looking at the time, I think it's about time to call an end for tonight. I will try to think fourth dimensionally for next time to find the missing piece of the puzzle that I still need. And hopefully you will join me next time. So for now, thank you so very much for watching. Have a nice weekend, and I will probably see you next week. Goodbye.